Hello. Let's have a look at new features that you can find in Caflou. So we start with timesheets. There's a new format of export into PDF. You see that it's nicer, it's modern. You can have your logo here or any other picture. You can pick a color of this bar. You can name your export, and it's just nicer. The same thing is with track time. Again, new look, you see I have different color here. Logo, you can call it whatever you need. If you want that type of export, the administrator of the account can go to settings, exports. Here you can upload a logo, and for timesheets and track time, you can pick a name, pick the new modern design, pick a color, and also with timesheets, you can choose if you want prices included in the export. So if you're exporting timesheets for your clients, in the modern design, you can exclude prices, rates, so they just see, the hours and such. So that's the first thing that we have for you. The other thing is also about exports. If you go to personalization, there's a new section called regular exports, and here you can set up an export feature that will deliver any report you need to your email with a given frequency. So you need to choose a filter. It's the same like with other personalization options. So I pick late projects. You can rename it. This is what the subject of the email will be called. You type down who to send it to. There could be more recipients. You just need to separate them by commas. You pick a frequency. You can send those reports daily, weekly, or monthly. The daily one gets delivered every morning, weekly every Monday, and monthly always on the first of the month. And you can also pick a format. So it's PDF, XLS, or CSV. You can have all of them or two, it's up to you. You can change the message, and once you save it, that report will start being delivered to your inbox or to anyone's inbox. You can also play with the columns that should be included in the export. You can either leave it blank and then the system will reuse the columns that you have set for yourselves in that particular report, or you can just pick attributes that you want in the report, or you can exclude columns. If you're excluding, the system will take the whole set, all columns for that particular report, and it will exclude any column that you use here. So it's about regular reporting delivered to your email. The next feature I want to mention is a Gantt chart of projects. Until now, we only had Gantt chart for tasks, across the account, across projects, or in each project you had an individual Gantt chart for that particular project. But now you can see your projects displayed in the Gantt chart form. You can, like in a individual project Gantt, you can change durations, you can move the project, you can change the color, then you save it, and it's like that. So very visual display of your projects, how they go one after another. Another new thing regarding projects is Kanban, that you already know, but there's a new feature there, and that's the budgets. you see that we aggregate budgets from the individual projects into the heading of the vertical. And this way you see how much money you have planned, you know, in each phase of those projects. By default, we display income budgets. So if you go to the project detail, you see the income budget. But you can, if you go to settings of the project part and to basic settings, you can pick that you don't want that, or you want income minus expenses. So it's up to you what you want to see there. Those budgets also work with filters. So if you filter, those sums get adjusted to projects that are displayed, you know, based on the filter. Another new feature is if we go to any overview, any report, and you pick couple, you know, particle objects, here projects, you can filter only those. So the system will filter out only what you manually selected, and now you can export it, or you can also save a filter that will include only these 3 objects, and you can have it in any other report like this. And the last 2 new features are about import. Anything you want to import, you can import including text, which is new. Until now we didn't allow to import text. Now you can import text also, and you can import multiple texts. You just need to separate them by commas. The only exception is track time, because track time, you know, those items don't have text. And when we talk about track time, there's the last new feature. You can now also import track time. Until now, you only could import track time via Integromat, not directly in the app. Now you can import track time with a CSV import file. So that's about the new features that we have for you now.